well, and interviewed umpteen young bands. Even had Emily in the studio there and done a live audience thing as well. So after all that, opportunity came to go to Nashville as well. So I got an opportunity to go to Nashville, which I jumped at during the CMAs. So I managed to arrange going doing interviews out there. I broadcast my radio show for them. As far as we know, it might have been one of the first community radio station shows based in the UK to broadcast a show live from Nashville.
So you're sitting in Nashville with this mic in front of you,
yep,
broadcasting internationally?
Yep, right across the board.
How did that feel?
Amazing. Great. It was good. It was good to know that even if it was just my mum that was listening at the other end, I was doing it. And also what I was able to do is I was able to take young unsigned artists from the UK and play them there. And that's an opportunity. Them. Yeah, showcase them. And that was again another opportunity that they didn't get. They're not going to get. That was a one-off. It was a huge, maybe not a one-off, but certainly I was able to let listeners there hear what we listen to here in terms of the young unsigned artists and hear how good they are, as well as integrate the acts from there, because I had already connected with acts there and said that I was going to feature them on that show. So that allowed them airplay in the UK as well.
So it's like a mutual exchange almost. Yes, mutual energy exchange.
Again, unsigned acts as well. So it was awesome. One of the other things that obviously was out there was the chance to go to the Grand Ole Opry, and that's amazing in itself. To be able to have the ability to go to the Grand Ole Opry on the same night that the first ever UK country band is playing and making their Grand Ole Opry debut was pretty special. And then finding out that I had a backstage pass to go into the room with them and interview them after they come off stage it's history making. It's the first ever country based band in the UK to go and be showcased at the Grand Ole Opry. And I get to rock on backstage, and I walked into this room, and it's the room 1 basically, and it's where if you're making your debut at the Opry, that's the room that everybody goes in. So anybody that's ever played at the Opry has sat in that room before and after the performance.
So
Dolly Parton's and Taylor Swift's and you name it, they've all been there. So I walked into the room, and it was only it was the manager that was taking me in, and of the band. And I'm in the room, and he's like, "I'll just go and get number back in a minute." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I'm looking around, and there's a piano that's sitting there, and there's inscriptions on the wall, written up, and it quotes by artists, and it's just mega names, like crazy names. And I'm going, wow, and they're all their quotes. And you turn around, and for any band or any act or artist that's about to do their Grand Ole Opry debut, fair enough. Some people might not think she's a legend and all the rest of it, but she's a massive name. She's extremely successful and absolutely huge. And above the door it says, "This is the night of my life," or something like that. And it's Taylor Swift. Wow. And I'm thinking, if you are that person making your debut at some of them really young age, who obviously have grown up around that kind of person and that icon, they're already nervous enough. And then they read, Taylor "This is Swift. What she said as she's left the room. This is the night of my life." And it's like, it's just like, I'm not even an artist. I'm not a singer or anything. That was like, whoosh, wow. Wow. And then the next thing, the door opens and in walks the Triers. So I was like, here we go. It's brilliant. Rattled off interview with them, had a great laugh, and headed out. And as I was heading out, I was walking past, what was her name? I can't believe I've forgotten her name. Blonde hair country singer. She just walks past like it's an everyday thing. Oh my god.
It will come to you.
It will
come to you.
It will, alright. And then I interviewed an artist who at that point was just breaking out, and now she's pretty big in the country scene over there, Carly Pearce. She was amazing. Great to interview her. Missed out on my opportunity to go to the Bluebird Cafe. I wanted to get to the Bluebird and I never got there. But yeah, just having that opportunity, being able to go out there and spend the time
at the home of music.
Yeah, just and people go there on holiday and that's great, but I was there living it and interviewing and
breathing it.
Yeah, it was good. It was an experience. I also spent some time with a gentleman who is in a band with Johnny Cash's son.
As you do.
Yep, aye, because that's normal out there. And we rocked into Studio B, where like all the greats have played, and Elvis being one of the big ones. And he took the sign off this piano. And he's like, "Grab a seat." And I was like, sat down. And he's like, "Let me take a photo." And took a photo, and it was it's Elvis's piano, that nobody's allowed to touch. And he's like, I'm sitting with my fingers on it. I was like, "Oh, it's amazing." I know you're a big Elvis fan, but that was...
It's Elvis, though.
Exactly.
It's Elvis.
Yeah, so, and then they switch the lights off in the studio. And they do this, if you go on a tour, they actually do this as well. They play Are You Lonesome Tonight? He recorded it in one take at like 3 in the morning, and he recorded a lot of things in Studio B in the dark. And basically, that's what he done this particular night. And the cut that they used and that they released, the original, is that first take. That's it. And they never cut anything out, because he didn't want anything cut out. And so what they do is they sit you in the Studio B, exactly where he recorded it, turn out the lights, and they play through the original, so you're hearing it as it would have been.
Oh, that must give you that
shivers.
Shivers,
unbelievable. And he said, "Listen at the end," and so you're listening. And actually, if you can find the full length one, because a lot of radio stations will cut off the end, right at the end, almost on the last key of the guitar that the other guy's playing, there's almost a double knock. And it was when he finished his last vocal, he was going for a cigarette, and he stood up and hit his head on the mic because it's dark. And that's what you hear in the take, and obviously they're playing it, and oh my god, it's just...
So you're sitting in this space where this urban legend's been born.
Just amazing. Yeah, it's just so cool to hear it and be in that environment and be in that space. It was just, again, it's one of the things that was just, I'm doing the right thing. It makes me excited about thinking about the moments. Make me excited what the Kings is going to bring to Kirkcaldy and Fife and beyond, hopefully in the future.
I'd be very interested to hear what your vision is for the Kings.
My vision, I'm what would you say? I'm not somebody who runs away with silly ideas. I like to keep my feet on the ground, and I like to showcase a vision that everybody can share with me, rather than telling you that Kirkcaldy is going to have the Kings Theatre and it's 2,500 seater and it's going to be amazing and we're going to have roof terraces and blah blah blah. That's all brilliant, but a lot of people will call that pie in the sky because they're not involved with the project, so they can't see the long goal, long-term vision. So I like to kind of sit back and I like to kind of show you what the vision is that's real, that's tangible, that you can almost touch at the minute. So, as you said at the very beginning, we are sat in the lounge area of the Kings Theatre, which is part of the former YW buildings, but the short-term Phase 1 project is the live lounge. So you've got the lounge space, you've got the live room, and then you've got different spaces that are hireable to community groups, whether that's from theatre to exercise to whatever. That's it. That's the vision right now, to get that open.
So again, it's the here and now we're dealing with. The here and now.
That's the vision. We need to get this open. We need to showcase viability, and we've got 120 cap room there with awesome sound system, great lighting. We've went beyond what we needed to for the space to showcase what we can do, and hopefully bring in acts again, like the whole Frankie Boyle playing at Kelty Club thing. We want to put in acts there that you won't expect to see in there, and create that excitement and that just taking everybody away from everyday life and giving them something special. Obviously, we're not going to deal with that all the time. So a monthly programme of regular events, whether it's spoken word and poetry to folk nights, jazz nights, whatever, acoustic nights, open mic, whatever, doesn't matter. Comedy, monthly comedy nights and all the rest of it with circuit comedians, new comedians, breakthrough acts, all that kind of thing. Small theatre productions, and I was telling you about before we started recording about the musical theatre stuff. So there's a lot of versatility in the programme and what we want to put on, and the whole thing is about showing that we're here to do this, and we're going to be here for a long time. So come on, let's get on board. Let's come and enjoy it and see what it's all about.
How can the local community support you?
By keeping in touch, obviously, engagement on social media is such a big thing, and I know that not everybody engages on social media. I know that not everybody's on social media. Personally, I kind of hate social media on a personal level, but from a work point of view, it does work. It's important. Engage on social media, like the things that we put up, share the things that we put up, ask us questions. We like to be asked questions. Coming in as well into this building, certainly at the minute in the condition that it's in, come in and see it. Come in and see what we're doing. Like, the door's open, come in and say hello. We want to speak to people, we want to engage, because the other thing that leads to is us having the ability to say, what would you like? What would we want to hear? What people want as well. We don't want to blindly go in thinking we know what people want and what people like. We want to hear what people, like. So just come in and speak to us as well. Support wise, we're doing amazing with the volunteers that we've got. We'll never say no to any more volunteers. If more volunteers want to come in, brilliant. We are a charity, obviously. So the more volunteers we've got, and the more people willing to come in and lend a hand, whether that be when we're open, you want to come and help behind the bar, or clear up glasses, or right now you want to come and get a paintbrush in your hand, and there's all manner of things that we could be using. And even if we get you signed up, like we have done with some people, we've had people signed up, and we've just never, whether it's health and safety or it's whatever during the time, we've never actually been able to use them. But we've got them. We know that they're there. And at some point, hopefully, we can get to a stage where we can give people a shout back and say, look, would you like to come and help and do this and do that? We'll give you a free ticket for a show or whatever. There's loads of things. So people are willing to give up the time and come in and help us and go for it.
So if I said the Kings Theatre was a community, you're establishing a community here.
That's what we're trying to do. Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do. We want everybody's input to a degree, and then from there we can kind of go forward and see what we can do and what we can't do. So it's definitely a community. And again, this is phase 1 of 4. We've got 4 phases. Putting a time frame on them, it doesn't make sense, because I think that was the mistake we made in the beginning with this project, was we put time frames on stuff that at the time felt realistic, but obviously as time goes on they become unrealistic, and people hold on to that. They want it to be true, and then the minute it's not true, or you have to renege on what you've said, there's that quite a lot of negativity comes from that. So I think where I am certainly in the project is this is phase 1. We can see it. It's here. Come in and see it yourself if you've never been in. This is going to happen. It's going to happen this year. When exactly, I would love to say it's going to be September. That's our aim at the minute, opening the whole thing for September. But it'll happen this year, without a doubt. Phase 2, again, it's when you come in here and we tell you about it, you can see it. It's visual. So that's upstairs. Getting these rooms running upstairs, hireable spaces and all the rest of it. Great spaces with great views at the front. You can hire it for a birthday party or whatever you want. Phase 3 is almost visible to a lot of people, but not everybody. Again, it's coming in, and it's all about this concert hall at the back of us, having that rebuilt and all the rest of it. And that's a 600 capacity venue, and that's dead exciting. And then that means we can turn all this area into the kitchens and then have a restaurant and all the rest of it at the front here with great sea views. That's what I mean is like already we're running into a space where not a lot of people will see that. But phase 1 is here. And so we can see phase 2. So we're very closely going to be following on to here's phase 3. Phase 4 is the grand theatre and the whole, but that's for some people to think about, and no for me. I'm not thinking about that at the minute. But it's exciting. It's always changing. It's always moving forward. And that's like, the project's like life. Like, I mean, it's a great metaphor for what I've kind of achieved and what I've come through. I got involved with the project by accident. John Murray says, "Oh, you're looking well, John. Stephen, I've not seen you for a while. You seen what that boy's doing at the old cinema doing there?" I'm like, "Nah, who's that?" And again, blah blah blah. Grant Foster. You should go and see him sometime. And Grant's opening the line when I introduced myself. He's like, "You're the guy that put Frankie in Kelty Club." I was like, He's like, "I've been meaning to speak to you. Come and see this." And he pulled me into the theatre. And there was just something about Grant. Like, as much as he could be a pain, as much as Grant can be Grant, as we call it, and Grant can be grumpy, and Grant can be like running away with things, and sometimes you've got to put the reins on him and pull him in and say, "Grant, I need you to do this. Stop doing that." His vision is amazing. His passion is unbelievable. His ability to put across what his vision in the beginning was, to me, was crystal clear. It was like I just watched it in a movie, or it was handed to me in a picture by picture book sort of thing, and it was so clear. And everything that he's put in 3.5 years, completely voluntary, is unbelievable. It's way beyond what 90% of people would have put in.
So if I said that you both, if you